Good morning students. In the last class of our revision, we learned about the first chapter, that is more about plants, and we learned about reproduction in plants and reproduction in seeds. And we learned that there are two types of plants, that are flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Today we are going to learn about germination from seeds. So our topic for today is germination of seeds. So first of all, open page number 3 of your books, so that we can revise this topic also. And be ready with your pencils. So we will start on page number 3, germination of seeds. You know that a plant produces many seeds, but only few of them germinate. Now we learned this in last class that plants grow from their seeds, but plant also produce seeds, but only very few of them germinate or grow up to be bigger plants. So what is germination? Germination is the process by which a baby plant or seedling grows from a seed in the presence of water, air and warmth. So germination is a process from which a baby plant or a seedling grows into a big plant into the presence of air, water and warmth. So these are very important for a plant to grow: air, water and warmth. So germination is the process by which a baby plant or a seedling grows from a seed in the presence of water, air and warmth. By warmth here we mean sunlight, because sunlight gives warmth to plants. And now we are going to go on page number 4. The baby root grows down into the soil and forms the root. So here you can see there are stages of seed germination given. So in the third diagram where the baby root is given, you can see that baby root goes down into the soil and it grows the main root of the seed, so that the seed can get all the nutrients from the soil. And in the next stage, the baby shoot grows out of the soil to form the stem. So the baby root grows down in the soil and the baby shoot grows out of the soil to grow the stem. Thus we see that seeds need adequate air, water and proper temperature to germinate. If any one of the conditions is missing, the seeds will not germinate. So if there is not adequate air or water, or the temperature is little off, or a temperature is extreme, the seeds will not be able to germinate. So this means that seeds need adequate water, air and correct temperature to be able to germinate, to grow into big plants. Some seeds are not healthy and cannot grow. Some seeds do not get favorable conditions to grow into adult plants. Many seeds get destroyed by rain, heat or are eaten by animals such as mice and birds. So some seeds are not healthy and they cannot grow. But why cannot they grow? Because they are not healthy, and sometimes because of the unfavorable weather conditions, sometimes they get eaten by animals, sometimes because of flood or rain or very extreme weather. So seeds are not able to grow. So in the topic germination of seeds, we learned that germination is the process by which a baby plant or seedling grows from a seed in the presence of water, air and warmth. And seeds need adequate air, water and proper temperature to be able to germinate. Some seeds are not healthy and they cannot grow. And why can they not grow? Because they are not healthy. They don't get favorable conditions to grow. And many of them are destroyed by rain, heat or even eaten by animals. Now we are going to learn about seed dispersal. Seed dispersal, because we learned about germination of seeds. Now we learned that adequate water, air and sunlight and right temperature is very important for a seed to grow. So in order to get the correct amount of all these things, the seeds need to be scattered away from each other. They need to be far away from each other to be able to get sufficient air, water, sunlight and the right temperature. So this process is called seed dispersal, when the seeds are scattered away from each other from the parent plant. It is called seed dispersal. So now we are going to learn about seed dispersal. Seeds need sufficient sunlight, air and water to grow into healthy plants. So they must be scattered away from each other. The process by which seeds are scattered away from the parent plant, it is called seed dispersal. So underline this, that the process by which seeds are scattered away from the parent plant, it is called seed dispersal. Seeds are dispersed in different ways. So it happens in different ways. They may be carried away by wind, water or animal. These are called agents of dispersal. Underline this also, that seeds are dispersed in different ways and they may be carried far away from wind, water or animals, and these are called agents of dispersal. Some plants also expel their seeds explosively. Seed size is an important factor that determines how a seed is dispersed. So seed size is very important for to know the way the seed is dispersed. So what we learned today is in this session is seed dispersal. Seeds need adequate sunlight, air, water to grow, so they need to be scattered far away from each other. So the process in which the seeds are scattered far away from the parent plant is known as seed dispersal, and they are dispersed in different ways. Some are dispersed by and they are carried far away by animals, wind or water, and they are called agents of dispersal. And some plants also expel their seeds explosively. So this is all for today. You have to revise the topics that we did today again at home and read it thoroughly. Thank you and have a nice day.